Previously on Roll Britannia. So, do you want to roll an investigation check then?
Yeah. Oh, natural one. Here we fucking go.
You pull out his charred penis in your hand. And you think it's a valuable chocolate truffle.
I'm sorry, my dear, but what is your name?
I am Lady Handsworth-Wood. Colonel is my mother. Striding, looking quite flustered and a little red in the face. Coming through the same door that you see the lady in the blue dress a few moments later. The other military man also comes striding back into the room with a scowl on his face.
Sir Albert Hall.
Much conversation and merriment is had, and you all have a really, really lovely time. Or do. Dead body. Yeah, you identify that this is definitely the Colonel. In steps Bercule Fish. Our host has been murdered. Did you murder? Is this man?
No.
Did you see any of your compatriots? Murder! Is this man?
Absolutely not.
Perhaps I could engage your services to help me suss out the killer.
Close the door behind us. I'd like to use my thieves' tools to lock the door. I did just roll on that 20.
You've actually locked it in such a way that you couldn't actually unlock it with the key. Into the breakfast room where you see the remaining guests. There has been a murder. Lady Handsworth-Wood calls out, "Oh no! Who is it? Don't say it's my brother, no!" And a torrential downpour begins falling, and he says, "Well, that is mighty convenient. It seems there is quite literally nowhere to go." All caught up? Good. Let's get back to the action. Stuck into it, boys.
Yeah, go on.
Indeed.
We've got a murder to solve.
A murder.
Murder.
Well, we don't know. We just know that someone's been killed.
Well, it's an
that is
accident,
true.
is it?
It could have been a strange knife sharpening.
He could have been opening a letter.
Accident.
Right, he's there in his study,
Up the top of a ladder.
opening a letter, and then suddenly he hears a noise. It startles him, and as he turns, he slips, falls face down. At which point, the knife goes into the air and comes plummeting down into his back.
It's fine, Sergeant. Accidents happen all the time.
Cornetto?
Trips and fell on her own shears. Right.
Tragic accident.
I've made you bad.
Oh.
You're going to get
Right
this
then.
all the way through.
Yeah.
Yes, I wasn't anticipating it originally, but since
You
we
were
started
foolish
this,
to not.
I have come to accept this part of my life now. So, when last we spoke, you were all in the breakfast room, having just announced to everyone that there had been a murder, and that you were going to assist Bercule Fish in the investigation. And at that moment, you hear that roll of thunder and a flash of lightning, and the rain starts to come down as Bercule Fish has asked all the guests of the late Colonel to stay in the house.
Is there a cold fridge anywhere?
Not in the breakfast room. No,
Oh,
I think
okay.
a fridge such as it would probably be found in what we in the industry like to call a kitchen.
Ah.
I was going to go find everybody a cornetto, that's all.
I'm going to put a limit on these. I'm going to have to start keeping tally. You have a maximum of 10 per hour.
How many have we done per hour? That's fine.
2 in this hour. So come on, right.
We need to inspect the body and the murder weapon. There may be a clue in the knife. It might belong to somebody.
It might have someone's name written in it.
Maybe.
This
If returned,
knife
please
belongs
return
to-
If found, please return to.
Wouldn't that just be lovely?
Personal murdering knife belonging to.
There's a phone number.
Well, it's a solid idea then, isn't
I
it?
got this murdering knife for my
found call.
birthday. I think Derek has just, spat all of that drink out, his brandy. Sort of over Jeff, I think. Or maybe
Good.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it was. I think we did establish it was all over, Jeff.
Yes, it was all over me.
So he's just sort of like perplexed or pretending to be perplexed. What can I make an insight check to see people in the room? How are they reacting?
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah.
Wicked. Natural 5.
There are people reacting in a room.
Yeah, some people look shocked, some people look upset.
Oh.
Oh.
Berkiel, excuse me, sir. Is it possible?
Oui,
as
monsieur.
you can see, I am currently covered in some sort of liquid substance. I'm
You
hoping
are
it's
certainly
brandy.
sticky.
Would it be possible? I appreciate there is a grandiose situation going on. To go and have a quick shower?
That is a very strange request.
Well, I'm
I
sticky.
mean, you are not a prisoner here, so yes, I think if you would like to head to the washrooms, then yes, I suppose you may take a shower.
Excellent. Thank you, mate. Cheers. I'm going to head into the washroom, and I would like to use another bout of soap because I'm just a bit concerned that I may have lost some of my skills.
Okay, where are you actually going for this? Are you going back to your room?
Yeah.
How many soaps have you got left?
How many do you have?
I had 5 initially, and I've used 1. So
You've used. You've
used
actually. I think you've definitely used 2 because you used one when you were on the pirate ship. Just.
Yes, I did.
Spoilers
Damn.
for something you've actively participated in.
Not listening. Haven't heard the episode
I mean,
yet.
you were there.
Yeah, I know.
It's not the same.
I love that. No spoilers, please. Derek would like to cross over to Berkiel and sort of whisper to him,
Oui, mon ami.
have you got any of those truth pills left? They might come in handy.
I have 2 remaining. I was hoping to use them to establish a formidable team of certainly innocent people, but
Well,
as 2 of you have refused to take it, I am taking it on good faith that 2 of you are not.
I appreciate you
But,
placing
yes,
your
I do have
faith in
2
us.
pills, and I have 1 expired pill still.
Can I have all 3 of them, please?
He says he gives you a sort of quizzical look, and he said, "Monsieur, why do you need so many tablets? And certainly,
Well-
why do you need the expired one?"
I think the expired one might just be a laugh, to be honest. But the 2, if we're gonna establish motives, alibis, that sort of thing, then we could use them to see if somebody's leading us up the garden path, so to speak.
Well, monsieur, I will do you one. I will do you a deal, as they say in my country. You will take this one tablet, and I will even throw in the expired tablet for your
Fine by
recreational
me.
usage. I will require from you, in exchange, a token of your investment in that to the value of about 10 gold pieces. Thank you very much.
I'll go, all right, Boston. Sounds pretty good to me, lad. I'll give him my fake beard.
Okay. Did you actually bring it with you, or
I
did you
picked
leave
it up,
in
but
there?
I didn't put it on.
Okay. You hand him this hairy beard with hooks behind the that go behind the ears. He sort of looks at it and he goes,
My
a very
social
nice beard.
armour.
I shall treasure it. Thank you, monsieur.
That's
and he
fine.
hands you a tablet and another slightly grubbier looking tablet that wasn't actually in a packet, this one. And
It's got some lint on it.
yeah.
There might be a reason why it's expired.
And he takes your fake beard in 2 hands and just sort of looks at it, very perplexed.
I can't
Right,
believe you managed
lads.
to blag that, Derek.
Yeah,
I mean,
to be honest, I'm very surprised that worked.
How did you manage to get 2 suppositories for a beard?
Oh, I didn't realise there were suppositories. This is going to be more fun than I expected.
Look at the tapered end.
Oh, you're a tapered end.
Just
like a
FYI,
bum
it was-
rocket.
I reckon I had to go back to my room otherwise I wouldn't have had the soap on me. Just so I'm at my room
Good.
showering.
Okay, so you went back upstairs, back to the room you went to, and so yeah, everyone else. Are you all still in the breakfast room with everyone? There's sort of whispering going on. Well, I say that the Sir Albert Hall is still has sort of straightened his newspaper at this point and has continued to read.
Mr. Hall, you don't seem that bothered by this tragic news, do you, sir?
Just shout across the room.
Oh, yeah.
You!
Oh god, I'm gonna have a classic phrase here. Does anyone fucking remember what he sounds like?
Yes.
And then we all lie to you, and then you just decide
Yeah.
whatever you
Yeah,
want
I do.
anyway.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is how it
Yeah, you
always
just
goes.
start
I think it
naming
was just sort of-
celebrities.
I'm pretty sure he sounded. I'm pretty sure he sounded like in R.I.P.
He was from Lithuania.
Sean Connery. I'm pretty sure.
Nelson
he sounded-
Mandela, I think.
I can't remember what happened in the episode that's just been released because you won't let me listen to it, and let alone what happened last time. What characters look like.
It's available to listen to.
It is, yeah. I mean, it's available to stream and download right now, Chip.
Where could Chip possibly find such an
Literally
I have no idea where
anywhere
to
you
look,
find
though.
podcasts.
Yeah,
What about Spotify?
Quite
Is it on
literally
Spotify?
anywhere.
it is on Spotify.
It is.
It's
Is it on Google Podcasts?
It is, yeah.
And
Apple
Amazon
Podcasts,
Podcasts.
Amazon Podcasts,
and Audible.
If only there was some
Audible,
kind of
iHeartRadio,
Linktree sort of connection that we could follow to get all of these amazing things available in one handy location.
Why are you advertising the show that people are
Within
listening
the
to
show.
on the show they're
You guys
listening
started
to?
it.
Hey, you know this
This is
thing you're
James
listening to? You know
buying
this is
time
available
so he can
everywhere.
remember the accent.
I just wanted to listen to the episode. I didn't got time to listen to it before we had to record.
You was there.
It's a
It's like
long
turning on
time
Top
ago,
Gear and
Alex.
sitting it being interrupted for an advert for Top Gear. What's wrong with you?
That'd be funny. Oh,
You
nice.
stopped this
I
episode
believe
of Roll Britannia
James
to bring you an advert
sat
for Roll
Albert
Britannia.
Hall. He was Glaswegian with a lisp.
No, he wasn't.
And a club.
Do you know,
foot, if you can
do you know how I
incorporate
know
that
he
in the
wasn't
voice.
Glaswegian with a lisp? Because I can't do a Glaswegian accent.
All right,
Right.
okay, somewhere outside Edinburgh.
Sorry.
I'll take that.
Throw the question at me again. We'll pick it up. Go on.
I can't remember what the question was. Oh yeah. You don't seem that bothered by this tragic news of our dear host's demise.
No, well, yes. It's a terrible, terrible affair, but a chap like myself needs to carry on with the business of the day. So if you don't mind me, just...
I think Mr. Fish and all of our business today would be solving who killed the man that very kindly invited us to stay in his home.
You'll do a
you
marvellous
agree?
job of it. Brother-in-law is a bit of an arse, if you ask me, so terrible, terrible affair that it is. Murder's never good, but...
I'm going to snatch the newspaper out of his hand.
Oh! I say.
What
Who
was
do
he
you think you
reading?
are? It
was
was...
he reading?
Fuck me.
What was the story that you...
The Daily
he
Murder
was-
Mystery.
Yeah, he was actually reading an article about smugglers, and it's a court case that's currently going on regarding a case of some infamous smugglers from the Shattered Lands who were brought to the attention of the authorities by a well-known journalist.
Would that happen to be Vinnie Colpardo?
Do you know it would? Do you know it would?
Interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Oh, it looks like we've got a fan of your work here, Mr. Colpardo. My generic strategy at the moment is to do everything really dramatically.
Yeah. Oh, danger! Why are you furious?
Yes,
Well
yes,
put,
yes.
sir. Well put.
And at that point, he sort of just ducks back behind his bowl of porridge that he had sort of been cowering behind. Very shakily sort of spoons a mouthful over the lip of the bowl and back down towards his face. And you see his hand just sort of shaking as he goes.
Amazing. Amazing. So...
I say, young man, don't just, you don't snatch a man's paper when he's reading it.
You don't just read a newspaper and ignore the fact the quite large and now dead elephant in the room. Well, in a different room, actually. But, you know.
The decomposing elephant in the room.
Yes.
Well, as I said to you, I didn't kill the man, and I didn't care for the man. So what business is it of mine if he's been murdered?
It's rather callous, sir.
Did you know him?
He graciously invited us into our home, and I...
That didn't really answer my
Sort of.
question, did it?
No, I didn't know him, but I have a thing called empathy. Funnily enough, didn't realise I had it before, but now I'm deciding to exercise it with extreme prejudice.
Derek,
Empathy
Just
exercised
shout.
with prejudice. Amazing.
Berkule, I really would like to go and inspect the body and the murder weapon.
That is a very good place to start, my friend. Will you be accompanied with your friends here, or will you be coming just alone?
Right,
I think
lads?
I should take M with me.
I'll
Monsieur,
come with you.
Monsieur Miracle. Very nice, yes. Will the two of you like to come with me? We'll take a look at the unfortunate deceased.
Certainly. Danger.
And,
I
he
think you've
strolls
got this.
back out the room and through the music room and towards the study.
As they stroll out the room, Derek's going to go, never mind, because he's just remembered that he's locked the door, right?
Yeah. Okay, so...
It's okay. Somebody has thieves' tools with me.
And
Yes.
Remember how well the door was locked?
I do. As you get to the study door, Berkule goes to turn the handle, and the door is very much locked. And he says, mon ami, the door is now locked. Did one of you lock the door?
That's not a problem, Berkule. My associate here is going to unlock it immediately. Watch this.
Monsieur Miracle, is this your stock in trade, the opening of the locked doors?
Obviously, yes.
Monsieur, after you. And he gesticulates towards the door, and you whip out your black velvet roll of thieves' tools in a sort of clink-proof bag, I suspect. And,
Yes.
well, most people would kneel down, but I suspect it's at eye height for you already. Go up to the lock at the door, and you roll a sleight of hand check.
Sleight of hand.
It's going to have to be a good one.
Come on, M, stop messing about.
20.
What did you say?
20.
Unnatural
All
or
Unnatural.
all in? No. Sadly not.
Unfortunately, I did roll a nat 20 on my lock.
Yeah, unfortunately, you make all the right clinking and clanking and twisting, and you put the rocker through and jiggle it up and turn the tensioner and all these things. And yeah, I learned some lockpicking terms.
So you know a lot of very real terms here.
Yeah, it's the bump technique. You know, you put a bit of tensioner through the tensioner with your little pinky finger, and you know all these clever things. And and you do all of that, and you think, yes, this is definitely unlocked. This is the best unlocking you've ever done, and it doesn't unlock.
Typical.
Waiting for Keth just to kick it in.
Monsieur, are you unlocking the door, or are we staying here for the rest of the day?
Let me give it another go. Shall I roll again?
It's up to you. I mean, you are going to have to roll very well to get.
20.
Yeah.
Let's just do it one more time, and then if it doesn't
Let's
work,
just
Keth
see.
can kick the door
Let's
in.
just see.
Kick the door down. That's what I expected was going to happen.
Oh, well, let's try it. Go on.
Size. One more go.
Go on.
This does depend on then Keth rolling well, which is equally as...
It's true.
25.
However,
I'm going to take a picture.
However, my nat 20 would have equated to a 26. No, it wouldn't have done. Sorry, my expertise, proficiency bonus, plus it's double my proficiency bonus. Sorry, so it actually would have equated to a 29.
Fuck's sake.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. This time you think you do even better. You actually pull out a new tool from your bag that you've never tried before. It's actually almost sort of gun shaped. You insert it into the keyhole. You give it a good. You click a trigger and it sort of just bounces some tumblers and makes things. And you think, yeah, this tool's really gonna. You turn it and you feel everything click and clack and unlock, and it sounds brilliant. You're really ready for it. And then you turn the handle, and the door's still fucking locked.
Fuck's sake. Keth, you're going to have to kick
I
the door
believe
down.
I have the key here, actually. And then I get... Would that be athletics?
A strength test? Athletics. I think athletics are probably... Unless you want to roll an attack hit. I mean, it depends what you're going to do. Are you attempting to sort of do something sort of strength-wise, or are you attempting to just attack
How
the
are you
door?
going to open the door?
Yeah. Are
was
you
gonna
like
use
full
the-
on like kicking the door, like full on like this is Sparta opening the door?
Yes.
Okay,
think
roll
I'll
to
just do
hit
that.
then.
Size 15 door.
I think roll to hit. Roll to hit. Don't roll a 1.
Oh, Keth breaks his leg.
Okay, that's a 15.
That's fine. Roll
what would I-
roll damage
Roll damage.
on
So
a
that'd
door.
be an unarmed strike, wouldn't it?
Against a door. Well, it doesn't have to be. You could use a weapon.
You could use a weapon.
I've
You've
got
got.
Have you got any weapon? Oh,
You didn't bring any. You didn't bring any weapons with you.
Well, I brought my pistol and my dagger, but they ain't gonna do nothing.
No. Well, I mean, yeah.
I feel I can kick my way through this door. So
You probably could. It's a door. I mean, what could happen?
The door turns out to be a mimic.
So I guess. I guess all I can do
Malrus
is-
has just been basically fingering.
with an unarmed strike. I just do 3.
Yeah, you kick the door off its hinges.
Boom.
Nice.
There we
Full
go.
on. This
I'll
is
fix it
Sparta,
later.
that door, and the door comes off the wall on both sides, and just lands
Nice.
On
like
the dead
full on
body.
Hagrid kicking down the door. You know, it's like
Where
that.
is the dead body in reference to the door? Where could the door land on the body here?
No, the door wouldn't land on the body. The door lands full length behind the sofa, which is actually sat in front of the desk, and the body is slumped over the desk.
Sorry, Em. I think it was just stuck.
Obviously.
As Geoff Gold Dagger comes back into the room
Yeah.
after his lovely shower,
With
I'd
slightly
just
wet
like to
hair.
say, Lord Gold Dagger, you don't happen to still have that map of the premises, do you?
Jeff's going to completely ignore him because he's forgotten that he's supposed to be Gold Dagger at this point. So the fact that he hasn't said Jeff, he's going to be completely oblivious that he's referring to him.
Mr. Geoff,
Huh?
Mr.
Oh.
You don't still have
yeah,
the map, do you?
Yeah. Crap. What was my voice?
And then I'd like to whisper, are we still pretending to be other people? Because I didn't really get that memo.
I don't know at this point. I really don't know, Derek, because everyone knows Malrus, it seems. I don't know Malrus, but everyone else seems to know Malrus. And, well, I don't... Did Keth tell him? No, I don't think... I think Keth's
Shall
fine.
we just say fuck it with the fake names?
Well, I still think you should call me Jeff.
Okay, you could just call me Rick. All right, just call me Rick, and we'll carry on for now. More importantly, do you still have the map?
Yes.
Okay, I'd like to just take the map off him and unfurl it on the table, just so we've all got a clear idea of the picture that we've got.
Okay. As you're sort of doing that on the table, there's a few empty spaces there because a couple of the people who have finished their breakfast have gone off to other parts of the house now, and there's remaining in the room is still Sir Albert Hall, who has retrieved his newspaper and is still reading that quite happily with a stack of steadily cooling toast in front of him, and Lady Handsworth-Wood is there with the Brigadier General. And the other 3 have all left.
How does she look at the moment?
Roll perception.
Yeah, okay. I'm looking at the map. It was a natural one.
It's a natural one. She looks really happy.
Oh, wicked!
She looks like she's just come off
for
like
her.
she looks like she's just come off like the best ride at Alton Towers.
Love. Don't celebrate too soon. I don't think he had a will in place, but maybe we can... Look, love, calm down. It's not appropriate to be so excited over the death of your...
I'm going to walk over to her. I'm going to come over and try and help Rick out and say, my lady, here, maybe this will calm you down. And I present her with a beautiful chocolate truffle that I have saved.
Oh, God.
And
Jeff,
offer it to her.
Lord Geoff, are you sure that's appropriate to a woman in her...
Rick, quiet. I am offering the lady a chocolate. We all know that a good chocolate, such as this fine, rich chocolate with potentially a cream filling, who knows, would be dissolved beautifully in your mouth. Please taste it, my dear. And I'm gesturing
She
out with,
literally
of course,
passes out. She absolutely faints at the sight of the thing you're holding out to her.
What is it that he's holding out?
It's.
well,
Oh, do you
I
not
know
remember?
exactly what it is.
I do.
Just for the sake of argument.
For the sake of argument, I seem to
couldn't
recall
guess.
that this bespoke, glorious chocolate truffle
I
was
found it
acquired.
on a very wealthy man, so it's clearly
Yes.
a
You
good
found well. I
quality
mean,
chocolate
you found it on the remains of a very wealthy man. The charred remains
I'm
are
honestly
they
amazed
very well.
it didn't
In
melt.
fact, you found
in all
weirdly
honesty.
you found it in the trouser region. So it must have had
Well,
it
I was
in
reaching
your
in the pocket. I was in the pocket
Yeah.
It
area.
was, surely it would have melted.
Well, one
Well,
would have
it's-
thought.
Really?
It was just there. It was so beautiful, and I think I rolled very poorly on my perception, on my my
Yes,
searching
you did.
roll.
You did, yeah. So yes, Lady Handsworth-Wood faints at the sight of the thing you're proffering her. The Brigadier General says, "What on earth are you doing? You vile human! You just
Police business. Stay out of it. As I've watched Jeff.
Lycos, help us
And
here!"
then, and I basically
And Lycos appears in the doorway and bustles over and comes to fan Lady Handsworth-Wood.
as he does
and,
this, I sort of look a little bit put out and just pop it in my mouth.
Oh!
Hello there, my pretties. Now don't be alarmed, 'tis I, Dungeon Master James. We'll be back amongst the action before you know it. I just need to pass on my Buccaneer wisdom first. Now, this is my special little part of the show. Right, to business. To all of you lovely lot out there, we want to give you an enormous thank you for listening in and keeping up with Roll Britannia. It's fantastic to have you on board. Now, I do, of course, owe one very special shout-out to Alison Moogley, hope I'm saying that right, who made an adorable Instagram story this week. We're very sorry for the marigold confusion, although now that Jeff has magical powers, sorcerer, I'm sure he could conjure up some marigolds and hold them in his marigold. Hope that clears that up. Now stop worrying about getting the decorations right, the cards written and presents wrapped. All you need to worry about is the up-and-coming, fantastically festive Roll Britannia Christmas special. It's a special gift from us to you. Although I'm not sure you'll see Christmas quite the same way afterwards. And, well, it's been made specially for those four elves. So it might be a little rough around the edges, if you know what I'm saying. But that's the thought it's the thought that counts. You know, I mean, at least they won't be petrol station flowers. But if you are searching for that perfect present, that special gift, then we here at Roll Britannia have saved your festive day, because even Santa's grotto pales in insignificance when compared to the Roll Britannia merch store. The limited time 15% discount is just about still running, but not for much longer. So if you leg it over there sharpish, you might just make a saving on that special Christmas gift. Now, we do need a little bit of your help. We're still in with a shout of bagging an actual play tabletop RPG award. But we can't get it without you. So follow the links on our socials. Every vote counts, and it only takes a couple of moments to do. You can do it. And now, returning once again, it's Random Celebrity Shout-Out! My eyes bulged when this was announced, but Frankie Boyle and Helena Bonham Carter reportedly simply cannot get enough of Roll Britannia. Incredible! Well, again, nobody stepped forward to say that they haven't. Hey. Now, if you can't wait until next week's episode, you can always check us out on social media. So whatever floats your boat, be it Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Discord, you should definitely get yourselves on there. You'll be able to see extra content, chat with the crew, and even win some shiny, shiny prizes. Wherever you get your podcast from, and while you're there, you could really help us out by giving Roll Britannia a snazzy 5-star review. In the swashbuckling, turbulent high seas of the D&D podcasts, it really does help more fantastic people like your good selves discover our show. And as always, make sure you mash that subscribe button, or Derek will slap you and steal your gold faster than you can say, "I barely recognise you without that beard." But now, it's time that I let you get back into the action, so grab your gear, charge your pistols, and get back out there, you swabs.
Sorry. When he found it, Derek
Yes.
was unconscious. So
Yes.
essentially, I've just witnessed him pull out a charred
Gentleman's sausage.
Gentleman's sausage, and then offer it to an old bereaved woman.
Yes. She
And then
faints.
decide to eat
A
it.
general shouts at him, and then he decides to eat it. Yes. that is-
No, young lord. Oh, God.
As soon as I put it in my mouth, I would like to instantly spit it out, as I feel like I'd probably taste something different.
I would like you to
This
roll
is a
Constitution,
salty
please.
truffle.
Oh, a roll a Constitution. that's
Constitution saving throw, please. Yep.
fair. Okay. Constitution saving throw.
I can't believe you used the
yeah.
truffle.
I'm just so really glad that you remember the truffle.
I thought it was rather inspirational of me.
Can I wander back in and go, why is everybody
12.
eating chocolate cake?
Do you know, because you decided to eat it, I am
There
going
one.
to give you inspiration.
Nice.
Yes!
That's well deserved. I think that's...
Thank you. I've had a penis in my pocket for so long just for this setup.
That's the worst chat-up line you've ever come up with, Jeff.
Constitution saving throw.
I got 12.
12. Oh.
If I'm vomiting, I'm aiming at Derek.
You
Just
don't
FYI.
vomit, but
Disappointed.
you do feel quite unwell, and I'm going to give you the option here of either spitting it out in a direction I choose, or you can choose to stomach it and
Poisoning.
take 1 poisoning damage.
I feel like this is a really obvious choice of, I don't want to be poisoned, so I'll spit it out. But I feel like there's going to be more
That's-
repercussions from
yeah.
this.
Definitely.
So just for banter, I'm spitting it out. Which direction does it go? Please be Derek, please be Derek, please be Derek, please be Derek. It's not, it's going to hit Lycos or something like that, isn't it? But please be Derek.
Okay. It's...
Unconscious.
So it's a noise.
Yeah.
That's it.
like a champagne cork.
You go slightly green and go, "Whoop," and then as you spit it out, and the gentleman's sausage flies through the air, and you everyone who's in the room is suddenly engrossed in the flight of this charred member
Flight of the sausage.
Like a
as
pork javelin.
it tumbles through
That's
the
the
air in
art
almost
name.
slow motion, and the the Lady Handsworth-Wood, who has just
no.
been brought back to consciousness
Like a fleshy
by
boomerang.
Where is this going to land?
by Lycos the butler, is just being sat up, and she looks in shock as this charred
She stares
appendage
open-mouthed.
flies in her direction, and in shock, she opens her mouth.
Oh, God.
She stares open-mouthed in horror as this
This couldn't have happened any better.
as
so
this
happy with this
appendage
reaction.
soars and levels out
Oh, God.
and pops in.
I hope you know the Heimlich maneuver.
Oh, God.
At which point she immediately faints again.
Oh, that's disgusting. That was in my mouth.
Oh, Jeff, you've got to learn to chew your food.
Oh, I might need
There is sort of a silence as everyone else in the room is just looking at you and not really. What they've seen is you offer her this thing, and then you literally popped it in your mouth and spat
I'm
it
just
at
so
her.
upset that me and Malrus just aren't in the
Way to
room.
start a murder investigation.
Don't do anything suspicious, anyone.
Me. I am
The general is absolutely incensed by this and collecting the Lady Handsworth-Wood
We're going to get kicked out.
with the aid of Lycos and Alta Vista, who's also come into the room. They all four of them storm out of the room. Two of them sort of carrying Lady Handsworth-Wood. And can you roll a perception check, please? Everyone who's in the room, anyway.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Yeah,
You hear the sound of muffled laughter coming from behind a newspaper.
18.
Oh.
Do I hear that too?
Yeah, you hear that too.
Oh, I was hoping that it would be like, oh, and you hear the full confession of so and so.
And you hear the full confession of one of the other people in the room who says, "Oh, makes murdering him worthwhile." Glad I killed the bastard.
Oh fuck! So what have you got? What have you guys
don't know how
seen in
to-
the other room?
Oh yeah, no, let's jump back over, shall we?
What's happening to you guys?
You enter the room, and it is as you left it. There is a dead body.
Follow that, bitches.
Slumped over the desk. There's now a door laying on the floor where you kicked it down with a few splinters around the place. And there is a knife stuck in the back of the Colonel, who is face down on the desk. In the office, study.
I think you should check his pulse.
I'm not touching him.
Monsieur, I think it is safe to say that as the figure has not moved in the last 25 minutes, and there's a knife stuck clearly in his back, it is fairly safe to say the man is dead.
Bring him back to life.
Is he?
Okay, I'd like to roll an insight
do
check
that?
for the
You could ask
room.
him.
I want to look to see if there's any footprints of blood, because there'll be a lot. Or anything like that. I'd like to
Could do
roll,
that.
I guess, insight on the room.
Okay, you're looking for footprints in the blood.
Yeah,
Me,
or
see
anything
that
around the
roll?
body.
Anything around? Well, there's lots of things around the body. It's an office. There's pencils and bits of paper and
Okay.
a Rolodex.
In that case, scrap that. I'll go for. I want to inspect the knife in his back.
A couple of lever arch files are there. You're inspecting the knife in his back.
Yes.
Okay, what was your roll?
I rolled. Rolling insight, wasn't it? I got a 12, then I got a +4 for insight, so 16.
Probably investigation if you're looking into. Probably an investigation check. If you're inspecting the knife in particular.
Yeah, I think insight's more like body language and.
Yeah, I think investigation is what we're going for.
My investigation roll in that case then would be a 13, not insight. Investigation, so 13.
So you take a look at the knife, and you can see it's relatively nice. It's not the sort of knife that a nobleman would carry. It's not like covered in jewels and things, but it's better than your everyday work knife. Better than something that you would.
That's just my
you know-
everyday murdering knife.
Yeah,
This is
it's
the
not just
special
your.
occasion one.
Yeah, it's a special occasion knife.
A work knife.
It's not just something that you would use in, say, tannery or butchery. It's it's a knife that is designed for a purpose, and it's not just something that's been put together by a back alley blacksmith.
Okay.
It's something that looks like it cost a bit of money,
Wait,
but
less about them. They're all right.
but yeah, other than that, you can't really tell a great deal unless you're planning to remove it.
do you want to come and have a look at this knife? You may be able to see some.
Are you leaving the knife where it is? Or are you taking it with you?
I'm leaving it where it is for now. I want to see if anything, if M wants to have a quick look over it.
If only you had a marigold.
Yeah.
I'd like to use my Stone of Fast Speech just to quickly go. Any progress, lads? You just hanging out in there, or
I might have something. Do
It's
you
only
want
been
to come
a,
join
it's
us?
only been a
yeah,
second.
that might
should
be
all be
worthwhile.
here.
Yes.
Just got nothing in here, to be honest. We've. We'll tell you later.
I'll lean over to the Stone of Fast Speech and be like, I'd quite like to.
Okay, yeah, we're on our way.
M, take a look at this
Sure, we'll
before I
come
remove the knife.
Moments later, you appear in the doorway, and Berkule says, mon ami, welcome back to the office. How was the breakfast room? I heard many noises and screams. What happened?
I think somebody was just choking on something. We almost had a second death.
Ah. A double murder!
I didn't.
Yes.
It was an accident.
That's nothing to be embarrassed
I thought-
about, Jeff. Happens to every guy.
Malrus, are you doing
So
your thing
close to
now?
penis and mouth jokes.
Yes. But are there any questions that we'd want to ask this?
I hope nobody's
yes,
touched that knife.
Rick?
No, I thought you were going to have a look at
Okay,
it. and
let's
then
just
we were
leave
gonna
it
have a-
for now. Oh, well, we'll let Malrus do his miracle or whatever he wants to do, and then we'll sort out the physical stuff later. The floor is yours.
Okay.
Well, before we wake him up, shouldn't we remove a knife? Because otherwise he'll be like, "There's a knife in my chest or my back."
That might be helpful, though.
You're going to torture? No, because didn't he say something about being aggressive towards him? You can't be aggressive. Maybe you should sit this one out.
I'm not going to say anything to him.
You're not supposed to be aggressive.
Is there any...
hold the thing that killed him?
Yeah. I think we
and
leave
twist,
it where
probably.
it is. I think
we'll leave it where it is.
Yeah, for now.
Is there anything that we want to ask him? Is there anything
It needs to come out, though. There might be something on
Who
the blade.
killed you?
Oh, yeah, that might be helpful.
Oh, he won't know. It was stabbed in the back, was he?
Yeah, it's stabbed in the back.
He won't have seen him.
No, I really think it's a better idea to leave it where it is for now.
No.
Is it? No, I'm gonna pull it out, but not. I'm gonna cover my hand with my sleeve, and
I've got a glove.
Oh yeah, Jeff, pull it out with your marigold.
Okay, I do that
You do that.
with my marigold.
You do that. Now you've got.
I now have a dagger and I look menacing.
Is there anything on the blade? Nothing on the blade.
Are you going to investigate it?
Can I inspect it?
Yeah, roll investigation.
19.
Sound. Oh, this is going to go so well. Investigation. Yeah, 7.
23.
Jeff, you see that it's got blood on it.
I go, look, Derek, it's a dagger. It's a bloody dagger. Check it.
And as he thrusts it towards you for you to take a look at, Derek, you take a cursory glance at it as well, and you see that it is a double-edged dagger, so a proper dagger, not just a knife. It's got two blades to it, one on either side.
Ooh.
The quality of this suggests either a wealthy person or a professional job.
Ah.
Monsieur,
I mean, it's a nice dagger. I would sell
closing
it
in
at
on
high-
some ideas. I like it very much. Are we continuing the investigation here, or is it time for us to begin asking
do you
some
think
questions?
it looks like it might be military grade, Derek? Like, could it be of some kind of a gift maybe given to someone who was in the military or something like that?
Ooh.
Could it belong to one of the gents out there with their military garbs on?
There's a check I want you to do for this, and
I was asking Derek.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. So Derek, you need to do the check.
Yeah,
I
I
guess.
would. Yeah, I'll do the check. I'll do whatever check it is. But does it look? Is it ornate enough to be sort of ceremonial, or like Jeff says, like a gift or part of an
I think
ornament?
this probably would be an insight check.
Okay.
Because you're not looking at it to try and decipher information on it. You're trying to associate things that you can see with stuff that you know.
Okay, fair enough. 17.
As a blacksmith, can I do that as well?
Ooh, that's a good point.
You can, yeah. I've got a question for you as characters, though. How much do you either of you know about the ins and outs of the standard equipment given to Imperial Guard or Royal Guard?
Not royal, general military. I've been working on some Derek
Jeff knows
backstory.
nothing.
So he would know some stuff based on his parent, his dad, but from a while ago, not modern, not relevant to modern.
Okay, so Derek, you
insights.
you can tell from looking at it that it is not, in your experience, it's not what you would consider to be a piece of military equipment.
Okay.
And Jeff, as with your blacksmithing knowledge, you can tell that this particular blade is made of a slightly more complicated form of steel than the typical blacksmith would be comfortable working. It's taken a lot. It took a lot more work to create this particular blade than your standard piece of hammered out steel.
I have to say, it looks like a very nice dagger. This looks like it would take quite a lot to put something like this together. They'd have to be quite a good blacksmith, I'd imagine. Wouldn't you think, Derek?
Proper specialist order then, surely. Whoever owned it or nicked it or, originally the owner
I would say,
must be kind of well off.
based around the character, a bit OOC, I would say I'm not going to go full knowledge on base of that. I'm going to literally snippet it like that because I feel like I don't have full memory.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that I feel like I know something about it, that I think it's probably quite nice and it looks like it might have taken quite a bit of work, but I don't quite know where I know the information.
Does it look too ornamental for an assassin's professional use? You know how they would go with sort of something more muted, or is it decorated, or do you know what I mean? Is that?
It's quite businesslike.
Danger. Let me have a look at that.
Quite
Let me have a look at that
businesslike.
dagger.
Interesting. Okay. Cool.
Now that it's come out. Let me have a look at it.
Malrus, I believe you had some sort of. Yes. What? Sorry. I'll give it to Keth.
I want to see if this belongs to anyone.
Malrus has been on the edge of his seat to try and cast a spell for once.
A really useful spell as well.
For the first time, Malrus has come out and gone, I'm going to cast a spell first. I'm not going to wait for hours to do it. I'm going to do it. And the rest of you are like, no, don't cast any spells. Don't worry about it. We'll just keep looking at a knife.
I wanted to see if it belonged to a royal guard.
Shall I just fucking cast it? Then they've got no choice.
Yeah, just do it.
While we're chatting about a dagger, the body wakes up.
While Malrus is rolling his magic stuff, Keth, roll an insight check.
I did. I got an 18.
You can tell that it's not Royal Guard equipment.
Not royal guard. Okay, cool.
I don't think I actually have to roll anything.
What do you do?
I think I just cast it with the looks of things. It doesn't say to roll anything.
Okay. So you do it. Describe what happens. What do you do?
I'm just going to sort of do a funny wavy hand thing. And some stuff's going to come out. Wee. Yeah. Woo.
What does the stuff look like? Big fish, little fish,
Spider-Man.
cardboard box.
Yeah, big fish, little fish, cardboard box stuff, and
Scuba.
Hang on, lads. I think Malrus is practicing his yo-yoing skills.
Oh, yes! That's it. You've got to do some yo-yo.
He's doing the
shall
yo-yo.
I use my yo-yo to activate the spell?
It's your magic. It's your holy symbol, the yo-yo. So I feel like to call forth the gods, you must do some sort of yo-yo trick.
I haven't done this in a very long time, and I don't really know any yo-yo tricks. Give me some off the top of my head.
Walking
Do
the
the cradle
dog.
of death.
Yeah, there you go.
Walk the dog.
Yeah.
Do walk the dog.
And I do walk the dog
around the world. So you do walk the dog, and as the yo-yo is spinning back on itself on the ground, trying to get away from you, sparks fly up from it, and a few of them land on the dead body of the colonel. And these sparks sort of set a glow off, not fire, but sort of a glow that sort of covers the whole of the colonel's body and mimics this shape. And as that happens, and it finally completes, this shape rises up and sort of stands up as though he was stood pretty much in the desk. So he's sort of stood and then sort of rises up. So he is hovering just above the desk now, the semi-transparent spectral form of the colonel.
Speak, apparition.
What is this?
Bloody hell.
Didn't expect that, did you?
After starting the day off with an announcement of murder, the Buccaneers now need to dig a bit farther. The young chaff went off to get himself clean, while Derek showed Sir Albert that he could be mean. Then a miracle with Malrus didn't occur, so Keth went full half-orc and kicked down the door. When trying to help Lady Handsworth-Wood, Jeff gave her a truffle that was really no good. Then Malrus proved that with magic, he is the real deal. Although talking to a dead man might seem pretty surreal. With many questions to ask and a ticking clock timer, what will they find out next time on Britannia?